for Education Matters, a weekly look at the real people and real stories in education across North Carolina.
Welcome to Education Matters, presented by the Public School Forum of North Carolina. I'm Keith Poston. This week on the show, we are exploring child well-being in North Carolina. What are the key indicators? How does North Carolina stack up? And what can the state do to improve the lives of North Carolina's children? We'll be talking with a researcher from NC Child, a nonprofit that focuses on children's issues. And then we're going to talk with Dr. Mandy Cohen, North Carolina's Secretary of the Department of Health and Human Services, about the state's role. Should be a great discussion. Before we tackle our main topic, we open with our Edlines, a quick scan of education headlines across North Carolina and the U.S. As expected, Governor Roy Cooper vetoed the two-year state budget passed by the GOP-led General Assembly, and also as expected, they moved quickly to override the veto, and the new budget took effect on July 1. The General Assembly adjourned before the July 4th holiday, but their adjournment resolution sets up at least 2 more sessions this year in August and September to take up any additional vetoes by the governor and redraw electoral maps, as ordered by the Supreme Court, at a minimum. But practically any issue could be brought up, so buckle up. The lawsuit filed by the State Board of Education against the North Carolina General Assembly and State Superintendent Mark Johnson finally saw the inside of a courtroom last week as attorneys representing both sides presented their cases before a 3-judge panel who will decide it. Attorneys for the State Board argued that the state constitution is clear on the authority of the Board of Education, while attorneys for the state argued that the North Carolina General Assembly can set laws that govern education, including changing the role of the State Board. A ruling is likely a few weeks away. A bill sponsored by Wake County Senator Chad Barefoot could change how North Carolina prepares teachers if and when it becomes law. While the bill has many components around teacher licensure, much of the debate centered around opening up the state to for-profit private teacher preparation programs like Texas-based online program Teachers of Tomorrow. That group has been lobbying legislators hard to allow them to train teachers in North Carolina, an area that has largely been the province of our state's public and private colleges and universities. In the closing days of the session, questions were raised about a campaign contribution by Teachers of Tomorrow to Senator Barefoot. The North Carolina House actually tried to amend Senator Barefoot's bill to expedite the entry of the program into North Carolina, but that ultimately failed. Finally, a bill to study the possible breakup of the state's largest school districts, Wake County and Charlotte-Mecklenburg, was approved by state legislators. An effort to add a study merging small districts to the bill was rejected. Opponents of the bill said breaking up large districts could lead to resegregation. Proponents of the bill say it's more about local control. We're going to explore this issue in a future episode. Remember, you can visit the Public School Forum's website at ncforum.org, click on Education Matters, and read more about each of these headlines, as well as all the other topics we cover each week.